Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a pretty good week this week. I know for me it was a very slow week. You've been watching these videos all week. You probably know that by now. But it was a tough one. It was a tough one again today. The market's been a super weird one all week, and I will definitely give it that. And again, I'm on here to be fully transparent with you guys. The hardest part about doing this, I wasn't even going to make a video today. I was like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. But it's like, I'm super happy with the trades. But as you're trading these things, like the leading gapper this morning on LCFY, so freaking choppy. Had some really good trades in between, made some money on it today, but not enough to really get the ball rolling. And same story with CYN yesterday. If you watched my video yesterday, you know exactly how that went. Pretty much identical to what we had happen here today on LCFY. And again, just really hard to get anything going, and I'll even show you here. We had a really good setup here going into market open. We had range on the setup here in LCFY. Now, this thing pulls back before the open. We saw this grab of liquidity where it tries to form this bottom, this nice shadow off the low. So I'm trying to use that as sort of an entry opportunity out of the bell. I missed my entry, so rather than taking it where I wanted it, really off these lows, I wanted it here at the bell. Oh, I miss it. So then what do? Well, let's take the reclaim of the 5 and 12 EMA for the move higher. And that worked, right? We had some money there, broke the ice with a nice win after market open. And then lo and behold, chop. So I had it nice here. I played it with, you can see about 1,000 shares here. Played it from 1025 to about 1060. Then played it back with 1,000 shares from 1069 to about 1180. Just playing these simple reclaims of the 5 and 12 EMA. As price reclaims back above the 5 and 12, I'm taking the entry for the break back up through this high. And got a good play here back up into these previous highs. This was perfect. I started the day off on a really good note. Again, just playing that simple pivot back over the high. Then we come back with a re-entry off of the higher low, and I take it down here for the curl back up through highs. Now, it made the move, but here was the issue. I take the entry off the pullback, again, risking off these higher lows. We know we have trend form here off these higher lows, so I'm trying to take these pullbacks for that curl back up through highs. And guess what? Take a look at price action here. This has been my issue all freaking week. Let me get zoomed in so you can actually see. This has been the issue all freaking week right here. So I take the entry off the pullback, looking for that curl higher. Now, price retests the 5 and 12 EMA, and look at this. We have this tail off the high. So I'm like, all right, well, we're seeing rejection here. This is likely to follow back through lower. So I take the exit. Then I take a re-entry on the reclaim again, as I did back here, because this thing is just trading like crap. I take the re-entry and I get a nice move again. And I actually captured this from the re-entry, which this was actually a small win here. I had it from about 993 to about 1030. Then I took a re-entry here from 1080. You can see on the reclaim, took it at 1080, got to move up into about 1140. Tried to get some ads for the move back higher, and this thing really just hesitated the whole time. And finally started to get something working here. You can see again, reclaims off the 5 and 12 EMA. I try to take it here, tied off the 12 EMA for the move back higher. I get the move. I try to get an ad on the breakout. And again, look at this here. Again, we have these lower highs formed here. So we watching for this break of 12. It breaks 12 and topping tail off the high. So again, I've got sellers sitting here. Crap. What do? We got sellers. Now we got to sit here and wait again. So I get the break and I try to take it on the breakout after it confirms over this past high. It confirms over the high. I take the entry looking for that break higher, and it just doesn't do what I want it to do. It hesitates. It's trying to make the move. These pullbacks are trying to go. Again, I take it on confirmation, take some profits on the move higher, and I just wasn't able to do much here. Yes, I'm green, but I'm not happy with how this thing traded at all today. This thing was so wicky in all directions. It was not even freaking funny. Anywhere you looked, wick. Horrible price action. Not happy with this in the slightest. So that was the leading gapper this morning. I had a nice win over on MSTR from the swing a couple of days ago, which was able to lock a little bit more to that end, but I'm not going to really talk about that too much here because it was not a trade from today. But WFF, oh my God, same story here. Now, this thing was actually not too bad. I liked the setup, but it was super thin. You can see here, we tried to break out this morning on super low volume. I tried to take the little pullback entry on this breakout again over the 12 EMA per the strategy. And this thing just really stagnant for like 20 minutes. So I cut it for a really small win on this. I had it from about 910 to about 940 on the play. Just couldn't really get it to go where I was wanting it to go. And so that was that. Moved on to RZLV. Take a look at this one here. This was actually from last night's watch list. And again, dear God, price action, wick, fake out, back out. This thing was beautiful on the hourly time frame. I loved this thing for today. Take a look at this chart here. Hourly flag breakout. Look at this. Lower high. Broke to a new high today. And so after it confirmed, I'm looking for pullbacks. And you can see here what I did this morning. Check this out of market open. Price breaks out, knifes, gives back everything, and then pops back over on the reclaim, right? So it pulls back again. I'm thinking let's take a pullback here over the previous highs, sort of using this as an area of demand. Take the flip here, take that flip for that curl back up higher. And again, did not get it. Perfect hourly breakout with, again, no follow through. I'm getting knifed. Again, it's horrible price action. So again, same story as the rest of the week so far. We're just not getting clean resolution. And it's just been an overall really slow week where I had some profits this morning over on LCFY. I did really well trading this out of the open despite the choppiness of price action. Still did pretty well. But I just couldn't really get pulled away. I can't really break the ice in a way that there's this continued opportunity. We've had some really good days this week. The best day of the week for me so far was back on Monday. Really, it was back on Monday. Every other day this week was extremely choppy. Monday we came in, we never went back. We flipped green and just kept on taking it higher. IBO, INDO, CRCL, everything was just gorgeous. Did not slow down. You can see last week, amazing on the 20th, nonstop. Look up here, all of last week. A little bit of chop on this day, uneventful as you can see here, but still nice and green. Again, look at this here. Big green day. We keep on scrolling up. Big green day. So it's been an amazing stretch of June. June has been an amazing month, but this week has been seriously slower. Price action has been frustrating, and it's hard to make these videos. You trade in front of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you every single day in real time, and making videos like this talking about the slow days, the break-even days, the days where price action is just crap, and I feel like there's not much that I can really do. It's tough. So hit that subscribe button for videos like this on a daily basis, where I sort of dissect everything that I did. But just super disappointed in the week as a whole. I'm looking forward to next week. Not a bad week overall. I mean, like I said, it's a green week, but overall just not really too happy with price action. So that's the nature of the market. Not every week's going to be a massive week. We had a great stretch from April, May, and the first part of June. Hoping that after the weekend, this sort of starts to smooth back out. See, the big thing is it's a big compounding effect. Whenever we have the hesitant price action out there and all these fake outs happening everywhere, that starts to play a role in everybody else's mind. And so you get this compounding effect where the chop leads to more chop because people are hesitant with price action. That overall sentiment in small cap stocks are weak. And you would never guess. You see the market's at all-time highs today. No small feat here. Look at this massive move up through the all-time highs on the S&P today. And looking around, you never know it. Thankfully, my longs are up nicely. Got some good on swings this week as well in MSTR, QS, and Circle. But so that's my daily recap. Pretty uneventful Friday. It was a Friday after all, and I was sort of expecting it after how this week has been so far. But hey, that's the week. Looking forward to next week starting fresh. Make sure to claim your 7-day free trial. If you have not yet, the link will be down in the comments below and in the description. So make sure to lock in that spot before Monday. That way we can really get cranking back up next week. I'm looking forward to it. Going to do a whole lot of recording review this weekend. Look through a lot of trades from this week. See how I can improve going into next week. And I think that's the most exciting part of trading as a whole is just adapting, improving, and then getting back on the horse for the next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I see you guys there with the team for that 7-day free trial next week. And that being said, I will see y'all then. Have a blessed week. Rest up, refresh, and I will see you guys then.